You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days of Our Lives fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your 2-week spoilers that run from Monday, October 16th, all the way through Friday, October 27th. I've got dated spoilers, even more than I had when I did the weekly spoilers. I also have a pile of undated spoilers for next week, and then undated spoilers for the week of October 23rd through 27th. There is so much to unpack. There's people leaving town. There's just all kinds of stuff happening. There's people raging at each other. Somebody gets a new job. There's just a lot going on, and I'm so excited to unpack it all for you. But if you haven't already, please reach down and click subscribe so you don't miss any of our day's updates. All right, Monday, October 16th, let's dig right in. Chad steps back from Stephanie Johnson. He is not liking this whole replacement wifey thing, even though he's been using her as a replacement wife and mom to his kids, but he's not ready to put a ring on it, and things get tense. Sarah lightens up a little bit towards Xander when she hears that Susan is alive. That actually happens on Friday, and then it carries on again over to Monday. Y'all remember, Friday stuff generally repeats full stop again on Monday, so we have a lot of spoilers overlap. Ava and Harris talk about their feelings for each other, and they are both ready to admit, yeah, they're kind of crushing, so that's cute. Tuesday, October 17th, Harris Michaels makes a job pitch to someone. People are worried that Rafe is going to hire him because there is a spoiler about Rafe hiring someone this week. But unless he makes 2 hires, it's not going to be Harris. So we'll see. Maybe Harris is going to be, a busboy at the bottom alongside Tate. That'd be kind of funny. Clyde Weston threatens Ava Vitali, and he wants to talk to her out at Statesville Prison. I'm curious to see if she makes the trek. Belle Black tells Talia, "Stay away from me." I'm sure she is blaming the doctor partly for Shawn leaving town. He is gone. He is taken off to this outpatient rehab that's close to his mom and sister. And he didn't say he and Belle couldn't work on their marriage. He just said he needs to work on himself first. Good for him. But also, after that showdown with Belle, Talia is going to pack her bags and go too. It doesn't sound like she's going to follow Shawn or anything. Hopefully not, But I do think she's just going to leave town because she can't take the heat anymore, and she doesn't have a girlfriend, and EJ and Chad talk about their losses on Tuesday, and in particular, they do some remembering about Abigail DiMera, who's of course been gone like 16, 18 months at this point. Wednesday, October 18th, things get tense, and Leo Stark flies off the handle at Dimitri von Leuschner. No love lost there, I guess. I know that's not true. Leo loves him. He's just not happy that Dimitri is arrested for attempted murder because he wouldn't listen to him. Paulina needs some help and asks Dr. Marlena Evans to hand it to her. Abe talks to John Black, I'm sure, about the state of his wonky marriage because his amnesia is persisting. His amnesia has persisted so long that I've literally forgotten how long he's had amnesia, so now I have partial amnesia myself. Jada is upset, probably because Talia has left town and her boyfriend Rafe is comforting her. And Stefan and Gabby are busy plotting for their next scheme. Thursday, October 19th, Leo and Dimitri talk and try to figure out a way out of this scrape that Dimitri has gotten himself into, and by the fact of them being in a relationship, it's a scrape that Leo is sharing. I don't think Leo's going to give up on the hunky foreigner, but for now, it's a problem. And Tate has to face off with Holly, who is not very happy that he mentioned to her mom, Nicole, that she is in love with somebody. And he's going to have to deal with that backlash. Meanwhile, Holly opens up to Kristen DiMera and tells her that she does indeed have a crush on Johnny DiMera. Kristen's a pretty funny person to tell this because at one point she was married to her adoptive brother. Was it Andre she was married to or the other one? It was one of Tao Panglis's characters, but I think it was Andre. But anyway, very weird. So, and interesting that Holly is confiding in her. Gabby and Stefan come up with a plot that's financial of some sort. And then on Friday the 20th, Justin and Sarah Horton talk about the custody case. Sarah's going to find out that Xander is indeed seeking full custody. And Eric talks to Nicole about him and Sloan Petersen's plans to adopt. Alex has an offer for Teresa Donovan, and Xander talks to his lawyer Sloan, but he's not sure he likes the strategy that she wants to implement to win him full custody. I don't think he wants to drag Sarah through the dirt. He just wants access to his baby daughter. Kayla finds herself in a tough spot on Friday, and I'm really wondering if that is because she knows the true content of that letter to Victor revealing his secret son, Alexander, who of course could be Alex or Xander. All right, now let's talk about these undated spoilers. The first is that Maggie Horton takes Victor's good friend Constantine out sightseeing in Salem. A lot of people wondering if they would spark a romance. I would love, love, love to have John Capellas on Days full time. I adore him as a John Hughes movie addict. I love John Capellas. All right, Tate tries to avoid working at his new job. Sounds about right. That's going to be a whole handful. I like that his parents, Teresa and Brady, are each trying to blame the other one for his bad behavior when they've both behaved so badly themselves. And Stefan and Gabby talk to EJ about something and they admit to something. So that should be interesting. Xander and Sarah have a face-off at the Kyriakis mansion. It looks contentious based on the spoiler photo that I can't show you because it's only in the Soap magazine yet. And there's another pic from the magazine of Leo at Dimitri's university hospital room. Dimitri is handcuffed to the bed and Leo is chatting with him, eating ice cream. So this obviously wasn't the scene where he goes off on him, but you know, Leo's capricious. He could be nice one moment and, you know, very upset the next. And a patient at the hospital is nasty to Trip when he is examining him. And Clyde spends some time catching up on news on a tablet over at Statesville Prison. And I'm sure he is going to be quite furious to hear that Susan Banks is alive and back in town. I am increasingly certain that Clyde's minions / henchmen on the outside were the ones who plucked Susan from that wreck and dropped her off in London. A lot of people are saying they want to, you know, Days to thoroughly explain how they would even know where she was, yada, yada. I'd be really surprised if Days thoroughly explained it, but we'll see. All right, now let's dig into the 2-week spoilers for October 23rd through 27th. Rafe's new hire is, drumroll please, Wendy Shen. Remember, EJ just fired her from DiMera for trying to hack into his phone to prove that he took out a hit on Ava Vitali, which of course he did. So it'll be kind of interesting to see hacker Wendy working on the side of law enforcement. Teresa Donovan gets a very unpleasant surprise the week of the 23rd. And Steve Johnson corners Chad DiMera and puts him on the spot. I don't think he's going to like Chad playing house with his daughter, using her as a stepmom, and then backing away when talk turns to commitment. I hope he asks him, why you dissing my daughter? I think that would be a great conversation to have between them. And Gabby and Stefan kick their plotting into high gear the week of the 23rd. Hey, be sure to drop your comments below on what you're excited to see these 2 weeks. Please click subscribe if you haven't already, and definitely click a like if you're enjoying this. And I'm excited about all this. I'm excited about the coming custody case. You know, Paul Telfer did give us some spoilers already when he spoke in an interview recently about Xander and Sarah amicably co-parenting, even though they're not in love and not living together. So I do think that they are going to work something out, and it's probably going to not get nasty in court. But we wait and see. And I definitely am excited to see Chad grilled about how he's treating Stephanie. I don't feel too sorry for Chad. Obviously, it's terrible that Abigail died, but you can't just get involved with a woman and plug her into this wife and mother role, and then, you know, diss her when things take a turn for serious talk. I think that's shoddy behavior. All right. That is everything I have for you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks for coming every day to talk Days of Our Lives with me. This has been Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.